So with Star Wars Jedi Survivor due to release in less than a month, I thought it would be a good time to go back and replay Fallen Order. As someone who loved Fallen Order and even got the Platinum Trophy for it, there's something that I just have to talk about, and it's the map. On my first playthrough, I found the map annoying, but only after returning to this game years later did I realize how terrible it actually is. If you played the game, then you know that it takes inspiration from the Souls games with how the gameplay is designed. You can rest at meditation circles that mimic the bonfires you can rest at in Souls games, allowing you to upgrade your skills, save your game, and refill your health and stim packs at the cost of respawning enemies back into the world. When trying to progress the game, making your way through the world is a chore. It feels like the devs tried to make the world open where you have to find where you need to go, but also wanted to cater to all players by including a map so people wouldn't get totally lost. For example, if you look at the map here on Kashyyyk, you can see the various areas throughout the world by moving up, down, and across the entire map. What makes the map confusing is that they will put the objective marker in a certain spot of the map that you haven't discovered yet. When your objective is to find Tarful in the Shadowlands, look at where the objective marker is. It gives off the impression that the area is inaccessible when you know that it isn't. Then there's all that darkness in between, giving you no clues about where to go next. So, what is the logical thing to do? Open up the map and try to get as close to the marker as possible with the hope that there's an opening or passageway that will lead you to the desired area. But if you follow that strategy, you are met with a door that cannot be opened or an area that can be traversed with a skill that you haven't acquired yet. After replaying the game, the easiest way to find where you need to go is by following BD if it happens to point you in a general direction, or remember what skills you have and apply them to certain areas, or finally just wander around until you happen to come across it. The good thing is, this map issue is easily fixable. There are a couple ways the map can be tweaked so that traversing through the world doesn't seem as much of a hassle. The first would be being able to pin the objective marker on the map and actually see it after closing the map. If you could pin the objective and see where it was off in the distance, you could get a better sense of direction and know the general area where the objective takes place. You could take this a step further and add a number counter underneath the objective that increases the further away you get and decreases the closer you get, so you could tell how close you really are getting to it. Another way to fix this would be to implement a guiding system similar to Dead Space Remake. In that game, you could just press R3 and a line would appear on the ground pointing you in the right direction, telling you where to go. This worked perfectly as the Ishimura had many doors and corridors on multiple floors, similar to Fallen Order, but this mechanic made navigating the ship a breeze. Get lost? Press R3. Forgot where to go? Press R3. Is this the right door to enter? Press R3. You see where I'm going with this. The reason why I recommend this form of a guiding system is that it would still allow the player to freely explore without constantly having a line on the ground or something distracting telling you where the main objective is. The last idea I think could work would be to have a mini map in one of the corners of the screen and put icons around the map that represent what the objective is. A game that comes to my mind that does this well is Marvel's Spider-Man 2018. If you played that game, then you know there are tons of collectibles and quests all over the world map. But unless you click on the logo, it won't show you how to actually get there. You just go in that general direction until you find it. Having a mini-map on screen could help distinguish the main objective from other collectibles and mini-bosses that are scattered across the world. In February, game director Stig Asmussen did an interview with Play Magazine where he gave us some additional details regarding Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Links to these articles will be in the description below. In the interview, he confirmed that fast travel and rideable creatures will be added to the game to make exploration easier. He specifically says we will feature both fast travel and rideable creatures to help players quickly get from point A to B and back to A. The fast travel is point to point, and the rideable creatures offer a way to quickly negotiate between points and explore what is in between. In that same interview, he mentioned that, bottom line, we learned quickly that we could take advantage of the faster processors, larger/faster memory, better loading times, etc. to create much larger maps with more detail, greater density, broader enemy and NPC variety, and overall fidelity. Now this information makes me both happy and worried. Making the maps bigger Increasing the density and the amount of NPCs or enemies would be awful if the map remained the same from the first game. But on the other hand, adding rideable creatures and a fast travel system would definitely make the traversal throughout each world a lot easier. From the comments the game director made in his interview, it seems Respawn has at least tried to address this map issue in the upcoming sequel. Overall, I feel optimistic that this map will help us get through the world without getting lost or confused. If the devs use the original map but expand upon it and just give us some quality of life additions to make traveling easier, then I think this won't be much of an issue in Jedi Survivor. How did you feel about the map in Jedi Fallen Order? Did you have a hard time navigating each world using the map, or was it just me? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one.